Hi guys, it's week 13. I'm just doing my video. This past week has been interesting. I guess the main thing that I'm struggling with this week is, we're doing this whole plan where we're moving people into the community, which I think is excellent. We have a large facility, over 100 residents here with different disabilities, ranging from like mental health concerns, behavioral issues, autism, physical challenges, things like that. So we have over 100 residents that live here. Some of those residents have been in kind of an institution like this one their whole life. They came from a hospital that used to be here, and they've essentially grown up here from the age of maybe even like 2 or 3. They've been here. So community living for them is very scary. They don't know what it means. They've seen different group homes. We have taken some of them on tours, and kind of the idea almost like frightens them. I think it's almost as frightening as if you brought someone from a group home into somewhere like here. This is a very large place. There's like 30 residents on one neighborhood. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of noise. So it's challenging. So what our facility has been doing is moving the most challenging residents into the community. Whether it be a standalone home or a resident who's very challenging with 2 kind of not so challenging residents, because we can't, there's been staffing issues, staff threatening to walk out, sexual inappropriateness, violent acts, things like that. So those residents seem to get in the community quicker than those who are being trained through different programs, who are ready for community living and who would adjust very well. So I had this conversation with, oddly, an accountant that works here the other day, and she was just like, I don't understand this, and I never really thought about it. Like, why would we move our most challenging person into the community and give them that opportunity where they're further away from all the resources here, further away from extra staff, further away from, the doctors, the nurses, things like that, and keeping people here that could probably live fairly independently on their own. So I'm struggling with that, and I realize it's a funding piece, because if we say we can't support them, then the government sometimes will give us funding for a home to staff them there. So I understand it's kind of this dual kind of dichotomy that we're running into, but I really am struggling with it, and I'm struggling with the fact that we're, working with 10 plus residents from our home in different programs, and I teach a lot of the programs, but they're not really, the skills that they're learning aren't really transferable here. They can't make their own meals here because we have a full staff that does that. They can't make their own snacks. They can't clean their own rooms. We have housekeeping staff that do that. So all of these skills can't be transferable, so they're only really reviewing these skills maybe once a week. So that is also a challenge. So the community living piece is really hard because, number one, we have no idea when these homes are coming, if they're ever coming. Number 2, we don't know who's going to be in these homes. And there's all that kind of transition of moving the skills that they're learning into everyday life. And they've been with this program, a lot of them, for 2+ years, and they haven't been able to transfer the skills into everyday life. So the skills are getting lost, essentially. So I'm trying to rack my brain, and, we've been getting them to do small tasks here. Maybe it's just, making a sandwich for themselves, things like that, but actual cooking they can't do here. Actual cleaning, again, they can't do here. So I'm kind of struggling with that. We can't run the program any more than once a week. We just don't have the resources right now. So I'm open to any ideas that you guys would have. Have any of you been in this situation where you're teaching a skill but it's not really transferable when it really needs to be? So comment below, that would be awesome. and hope everyone's having a good week. And I'll see you in like 2 weeks. All right, take care, guys.